बहुत अच्छा है, very good.
But despite getting the thumbs up from locals, in a huge city like Delhi, this is a tiny, almost insignificant contribution to waste disposal. My next stop is a much bigger plant, where the authorities want me to see how waste can be converted into energy. Right now, a fifth of the rubbish that's generated in East Delhi ends up here. But the waste is still mixed. Workers have to sift it by hand in sweltering temperatures, selecting items that can be burned to convert into electricity. This waste-to-energy plant is really the only large-scale recycling they've got going on here at Ghazipur, and it only accounts for 20% of everything that's brought to the tip. All the rest goes back onto the ever-expanding landfill, which environmental activists insist will continue to grow unless people are forced to segregate their rubbish at source. Satish Sinha helped to draft a new law that introduced fines for those who failed to separate their waste, but accepts it's never been enforced.
You don't send everything to the landfill. You will remove almost 60 to 70% of the waste, and maybe you will have only 30% of the waste which actually needs to go to the landfill. We are all ashamed of this image. This is embarrassment to all of us. You enter the city of Delhi and the first thing you encounter is this huge dump of waste. And it's a point to ponder as to, is this the way people of Delhi want to live?
Some have no choice. Often the poorest and most vulnerable. Rag pickers who scour other people's debris as a living. And communities who were here before the tip began. Just a few hundred meters away from the slopes of the waste mountain, Mohammed keeps a herd of dairy cows. He and the cattle moved here in 1976, 7 years before Ghazipur opened.
और हमारे पशुओं के लिए चरागाह थी, जिसमें भैंस चरती थी। और जैसे मौसम में गर्मी है, तो हम भैंसों को नहलाते थे उसमें, और हम भी नहाते थे उसमें।
He no longer believes politicians who say they will help to shut down the